Joe Douglas is looking to strengthen the offensive line as we make this final playoff push. It looks like Dr. Guard is back in the building.
Jets! Laurent Duvernay Tardif, the good doctor who stepped away in 2020 to fight in the front lines of COVID, actually played for the Jets last year, played pretty well, then stepped away to finish his residency in a Montreal area hospital. The good doctor is working out for the Jets again today, a potential reunion here for New York. And of course, the way things are set up now in today's NFL, they do need to sign him to the 53-man roster. They can just sign him to the practice squad, let him come in, let him get acclimated, and then potentially contribute to this team down the stretch. The medical stuff can wait a little bit. He has been through that. Sounds like that is essentially finished right now. So a potential addition to the New York Jets offensive line.
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we're talking a little offensive line help. We've got a lot of injuries, and it's just what the doctor ordered, or what Douglas ordered is the doctor. That's right. The Jets are working out Laurent Duvernay Tardif, per Ian Rappaport. Now, he says the free agent offensive lineman completed his residency program in a Montreal area hospital, is working out for the New York Jets today. The good doctor opted out of the 2020 season to fight on the front lines of the pandemic, could sign with the New York Jets practice squad. Last year, Laurent Duvernay Tardif played in 7 games. He played 390 snaps. He had 2 penalties. Only one of those was actually accepted. He had 1 sack given up, 6 quarterback hits, and 13 hurries in those 7 games. So I really like this move. This was actually a player that I wanted the Jets to bring back in free agency. I thought it was going to be a really cheap ad for the New York Jets, or a really cheap retention. We wound up going out and getting Tomlinson, obviously. You have AVT on the roster, so kind of allowed LDT to complete his residency as opposed to having to ask for an extension, which is what he would have had to do. I believe there's a certain time limit with Canadian, medical requirements that you have to do to fulfill your PhD and whatnot. So he could be coming back. I like it. I like this move. I think it's going to be a very minimal signing as far as compensation goes. It's only going to be for the final 8 games of the season, hopefully more, hopefully 11 or 12 or whatever works out to be, pick number 31 this year. But I like this. I like this move. And you look at the interior of our offensive line, because right now we're kind of getting some of our tackles back. You have Remmers and Obuye and Brown on the roster right now. It seems like Mitchell's starting to come back. Fant maybe a little bit longer, but you're starting to get those guys back in the house. As far as interior offensive line health, we're kind of like bare bones. Like right now you got Tomlinson, McGovern, and then Herbig on the interior part of your offensive line, and your only backup is Dan Feeney. And I love the mullet. Don't get me wrong. I really am a big fan of Dan Feeney, but I don't want to have to rely on him for too much. Like adding LDT at least provides us that little bit of comfort, familiarity, and like Rappaport said, he gets to go directly to the practice squad, which allows him to have a week or two to kind of get reacclimated with the system. Now, obviously, he was in it last year, so there's not as big of a learning curve, but it's still a new offensive line. I mean, really the only guy he knows on this offensive line right now is Connor McGovern. Everyone else is like brand new or starting or in place of an injured player. So either way, I like it. I like the good doctor here. And like I said, hopefully with the doctor in the house, maybe this helps the injury bug and whatnot. I don't know. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this potential signing down below in the comments section. Don't forget to answer the poll question that's in the top part of the description. Let me know in the comments section down below. And as always, go Jets.